If you think that Port Hedland is just a mining town, I've got news for you. It is an amazing place to explore, and it doesn't cost a cent, unless, of course, you're here at the footpath markets on a Sunday morning. That might cost you a bit. The markets are held Sundays in front of the visitor centre, which, by the way, is the place to plan your exploration of the region. A very important resource supported by knowledgeable locals who will give you the inside running on the must-see experiences here. The markets have a lot of interesting things: crafts, cards, jewellery and homemade gifts. One place that you've got to make sure you go to is Marapicarinia Park. Its location right on the edge of the harbour allows for unsurpassed visual access into what's going on. So you get to see the pilots and the tugboats pulling these huge ore carriers in and out, and you're only 100 metres away from these enormous ships, so you can really take into account just how huge they are. The ships are filled by the trains that snake their way from the various mines to the port. They are enormous, some of them 3 kilometres long, and some don't even have drivers. They're operated remotely from Perth, probably by kids with Game Boy consoles. But the spot to see them roll in is Red Bank Bridge. It's the lookout there. Make sure you take your camera. The other amazing industry up here is the salt works, one of, if not the world's biggest. And the mountains of white crystal salt are a sight to see as well. But it's not all about resources. There's natural wonders here too. Thousands of whales migrate up the coast during the winter months, heading into warmer waters to mate. And during the sort of September-October period, you'll find flatback turtles are making their way up the beach, laying their eggs. Those eggs will hatch from November onwards, and right through until February, you'll see little turtles making their way back into the water. It's a very special experience. If you're into history, the Don Rhodes Museum is an absolute must-visit. It takes you back in time to the early manganese industry, the railway, and you get a chance to check out the kinds of machinery early explorers used to realise the mineral deposits. When it comes to fishing, well, there's all sorts of fishing up here. You've got jetty fishing, you've got rock fishing, you've got beach fishing, and if you go fishing in the creeks where the mangroves are, you can also catch crabs. Now, if you want to know anything about holidaying up in this part of the world and when you come to Hedland, you need to put somewhere between 2 and 4 days to one side if you want to catch up with all the things that I've done. Well, you're just going to love it. And by the way, you know that word fishing? Up here, it's not fair. There's so many in the water, you're always going to get a bite. They should call it catching. Oh, look at this.